the name says it all. Spread the Loaves is here with an assortment of breads. Yum, 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 yum.
So delicious. Owner Sophie Jeffrey is here going to show us how to make the sourdough. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. So we're going to start on the end there. True sourdough is only 3 ingredients: flour, water, and salt. And then the sourdough starter. So we're gonna we'll add the starter first, which I fed about 4 hours ago.
I always feel so bad.
Throw it in.
I mean,
I got plenty back at the kitchen.
Cool about the starter. It's alive, right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so
you feed it.
Exactly. On the container, there's a little black line, and so that's the level that it was at when I fed it about 4 hours ago. And then it doubled in size, waiting for us to shoot. So it's
Must have
perfect.
been hungry, huh?
And then we'll go ahead and add the flour. You can just dump it all in there. And then the salt. And then we're gonna reach in there and mix it all up.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'll do that.
and this is something that
Oddly relaxing, Jen. I'm just saying. This is
during 2020, right?
Yeah, 2021. I started learning how to bake bread in 2020. It was actually my New Year's resolution that year. Nice. And then COVID happened, so I had tons of time to practice.
That worked out. That was a good resolution.
And then about a year later, I started the business. Yeah. So after the dough is all mixed up, we're gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then we'll do a set of stretch and folds, and it's basically just scooping up dough and then folding it over itself. Like and then 4 to 5 hours later, it'll be just like this, and we'll flip it over so this side is down.
Okay. So you've already done that whole process.
Yeah. This one is ready to, no, you're good. So we can go ahead and put it down with this side down on the table, and I'll show you how to shape a loaf. Yep.
Okay.
So you're going to take the top part and fold it down about halfway. Yep. And then you're going to take one side and pull it out a little bit and then fold it over into itself. So we're going to make a rectangular shape. Yep. And then the other side. And you're kind of lacing the two sides together. Yep. And then once more on this side.
On this side?
Yep. And then the right side again.
Oh, there we go.
And then starting from the top, you're just going to roll it up like a burrito, basically.
So like that?
Yep, perfect.
And
then you pull back on it a little bit to give it a little tension. Sorry, here, I'll help you.
No, you are the expert. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, I see.
And so we're just building up that surface tension. So you want to keep pulling it until it seems like it's going to break. And then we'll just roll in the sides a little bit. And then you just put this side into the bottom of the basket.
This side in the bottom.
Yep.
Now, about how many of these do you do all, like in one go?
So I mostly sell at farmers markets, and I usually bring about 35 to 40 loaves to each market. So
that's a lot of work.
So that is going to sit in the refrigerator overnight for like 12 to 18 hours. Then you'll have this loaf, which is a little puffy because it's been sitting room temp for a little bit. Just flip it over onto some parchment paper, and then you take a razor blade, and this is where you add in those designs. So the first cut is necessary, because the loaf is going to expand when it bakes. So this cut right here, the real deep cut, tells it where you want the loaf to expand, if that makes sense. Okay. And then the other ones are just decorative. So for this design, I just did a bunch of zigzags along the loaf.
Wow.
And then it just goes in the oven.
And that's where you see that part right here that's kind of lifted, right?
So as they bake, these individual little cuts expand into like a teardrop.
Oh yeah. So much that goes into that.
All right, walk us through.
I'll start with this guy here.
Awesome. And then, so we have a seeded sourdough right here. It's got pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and some flax seed in the dough. Okay. That's a new loaf that's going to be a regular at my markets. I've got some focaccia. I like to play around with different flavor combinations. So this one is topped with strawberries, goat cheese, thyme, and a little drizzle of honey.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. There's another focaccia that has jalapenos and cheddar cheese. In the middle there is a sourdough challah loaf that makes excellent French cheese, or French toast.
Oh yeah, I could picture that French toast right there, making my mouth water.
And then on the end there is another one of my popular loaves. It's got cubes of cheddar cheese, roasted garlic cloves, and fresh dill.
Amazing. And then you have the cookies and the...
Yeah, so I also make a really delicious brioche dough. So I usually bring brioche cinnamon rolls and then a fruity brioche roll. So this week it's going to be a lemon blueberry roll. And then I have cookies too. Those are triple chocolate chip and then fluffer nutter cookies. So it's peanut butter
What?
cookie with marshmallows in it.
Oh, is that this one right here?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, let me see. Hold on. Wait, look at that.
Oh yes, look at that.
And I like my cookies a little gooey, so yeah.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
It's a gift right
Here
here.
we go.
And how can people find you? And
Yeah, so I do. I have 3 regular markets right now. So I have a Wednesday market at the Woodlawn Lake area. That's Wednesdays from 1 to 6 p.m. Saturdays, I'm on the west side of the city at Bandera Point Shopping Center from 10 to 5 p.m. And then first Fridays, so I actually bake at Los Patios, which is off 410 near Nacogdoches. And so we're starting a new First Friday market. So I'll be there next Friday. So come on by and grab some Mother's Day gifts and stuff. But all that info is on my website
and
too.
you also have a deal for our viewers, and then you have the bread
Yes,
is it club that you have
exactly.
too?
So this week, if you come see me at my markets, I'll do 10% off my sourdough loaves. And then just mention the show. And then, monthly I do a sourdough bread club for the true sourdough fanatics in your life. You can pay once and then you'll get a loaf every Thursday. And there's a few different options, but all that info is on my website. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Sophie,
Thank you,
for
guys.
contributing to the best day ever on the show. All right. For more information on Spread the Loaves, just head to salive.com and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or just snap that QR code on your screen.